Hi there, my name is Anastasi Siotis. I'm an assistant trainer in the New York region of the Feldenkrais Guild, and I'd like to propose a one-day workshop for the Boulder conference coming up this year. The workshop is called Coordinating Balance, and you will get the written blurb on it, but I just want to say a few words about it. I have taught for many years classes on rollers and adapting ATMs to rollers. I think I started about 20 years ago with this. I've made several presentations on this application of rollers for our New York regional conferences for many years, as well as at health clubs. Also, I think for the Southern California region last year. In any case, it's a little different this time because I'm really tackling the topic of what it takes to coordinate balance. I have taken it a little further in terms of applying it to riding a bicycle. Like what is it that one does, and how do we go about learning the skill of balancing on such a narrow moving surface, being the two wheels? And also I've looked at how one learns to walk on a tightrope. And I have participated in a workshop with Philippe Petit, the guy that walked between the Twin Towers. As a younger person, I enjoyed tightrope walking, and particularly slack rope was my apparatus. In any case, there's really no guidebook. There's no way to learn to do this other than to actually practice doing it and falling. And there's a safe way to play with this concept by using the roller. And I use this particular roller, which is soft and actually harder to balance on because it yields. The hard styrofoam rollers actually give you something to push against. This is a bit more yielding. It's nicer for your spine, but it's also a little more challenging and really can build, I think, what your brain needs in terms of input to find more coordinated balance. Now, Moshe didn't have those rollers. Who knows what he would have thought of having them, but anyway, we're all left to hallucinate those sorts of ideas and questions. But some of the themes that will come up that I think are very familiar with practitioners are the sense of the midline, this idea of the polygon of sustentation, which is a trapezoid shape that in standing is described by the movement of the center of gravity over the base of support being your feet. Well, when you have your feet one in front of the other on a midline, it's a significantly different shape, and that's something worth playing with. That it's absolutely necessary to make mistakes in order to improve the function. So, being on this soft roller and gently coming to the floor is kind of a way to play with falling and or even teetering on the edge of falling. That's really the piece that's kind of interesting. And if you think about all the wobbles that one did in the learning of riding a bike, I think all of those are very instructive. And so we're going to do a lot of playing. And if you're playing and giggling, it's probably the best way to learn something. Of course, there will be a better description than what you're going to read in my proposal. This is just to give you an idea of where I'm headed. There is also another piece which may be of interest. I believe that Larry Goldfarb is going to present like a sister workshop to this. He's really looking at walking, and he's looking at calling his workshop kind of the doppelganger of mine. I'm calling mine Coordinating Balance. He wants to do balancing coordination in relation to walking. So I'm putting a little plug for him as well. Okay, good luck in your selection process, and I hope you find my work interesting, and I'd love to join you all in Boulder. Thanks very much. Bye.